You and Your Health is brought to you by Doctors Save a Life Foundation. You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Hello, what an honor to come your way in this special edition of You and Your Health. In today we are talking about the issue of menses and all the wahala. Sometimes you begin to say, oh God, why have you made women to be suffering all this? Now, menses, I want to tell you, every woman from the age of 11, 12, 13, depending on when your menses will come, it doesn't matter for the menarche, but it is expedient that a woman should see her menses about latest the age of 15. If it goes beyond 16, it's a delay onset, and this is not usually a very good one. That does not mean that the person is not a woman anyway. However, it is expected that when a woman starts seeing menses, menstrual timetable, or what you call period, meaning a period of time, this menses you should bleed every month. And that very bleeding is usually considered normal if it comes between 2 and the 6 days. Now the question is, if you are only 6 days, okay, no problem. The issue is that 2 to 6 days, as long as it's following your normal pattern. Let me tell you what I mean by normal pattern. Is that if you are seeing your period every 4 days, that is your pattern. If you come up and from that you only seeing your period twice, 2 times, it's over. 2 days is over. No problem. Come on, you will still get pregnant. I have one that just delivered. She was, from her lifetime, she was seeing her period only for 2 days. So that's not a problem. So you can also, from the onset, be seeing your period for a period of 6 days. And that 6 days is what has been before it dries. It could be said to be normal as long as it is your original pattern. You get that? So it could be from the 2 days to 6 days. Be that as it may. If at any particular point in time you observe that this your menses, which used to be 2 or 3 days, it will dry, 4 days, it will dry, suddenly start getting longer and longer days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, some 1 week, some even can say 2 weeks, some can even bleed the whole month. When such happens, it's no longer normal. But see, let me also give you the practical things you need to know about menses. I'm talking to a man now, I'm talking to a woman now, because it's something you should pass this message across to help someone in times of need. Now, menstrual blood does not clot, but menstrual blood comes like ordinary water. It flows like water. It doesn't have that capacity to clot because it has anti-clotting factor inside it that will not allow clot. However, at any particular point in time, you now discover that your menses that used to flow normal like water soak the pad and all that. And then you discover that not only it soaks the pad, it's also having some lumps of blood also in it. That is an indication that you are no longer shedding your own menstrual blood, but the blood that's supposed to be inside their body. That time is a concern. Okay. Now, what are the possible causes of excessive menstrual bleeding? Number one thing that causes excessive menstrual bleeding among our women in this side of the world is fibroid. Fibroid will not allow the womb to contract very well so that the bleeding will stop, which is normal. So it is expedient that every woman that is bleeding more than necessary should go for pelvic scan. Another thing also is what is called adenomyosis. This adenomyosis also prevents the womb contracting very well to stop the menstrual bleeding, so blood can continue. And you can also have a situation whereby you have what is called DUB, what is called dysfunctional uterine bleeding. It is the duty of your doctor to be able to make that particular diagnosis, because he can only make it after he has ruled out all the possible causes of such. Some also can be as a result of abuse of some of these very drugs, Primolus and all the some of them you people normally abuse anyhow. You can also have some level of excessive bleeding. Now, I want to tell you something. What will happen to a lady that is bleeding excessively? Now, what happens is that when you are losing excess blood every month, it will come up this way. You find out that there will be reduced level of the blood, your blood level, which is called anemia. And what happens is that the person can be in position, he start getting tired. If he gets something, small thing, he will just be very weak. In fact, some people will be bleeding in the house and bleed and bleed and bleed until they will not be able to get up from the distance. And sometimes the person say, okay, I will drink this, I will drink that. No. If you keep on bleeding, what you say you are taking as tablet or what you are saying, you have some time for blood to be developed. So you need to go to the hospital, see your doctor, to be able to know where that particular bleeding is coming from. Now see what happens. When the blood levels start going very down, it will come to a point where the heart will not have enough blood to circulate. At that time, the heart will be struggling. The little one it has, it will pump. The little one it has, it will pump. Along the line of trying to force himself, he will start getting weak. The heart will start getting weak. You see, the person will either one day will collapse, or one day you see the person will just be bad. It will, because the heart is no longer doing what is happening at that particular point in time is death that is knocking on the door. Ko. It's death that is knocking. It's death that is knocking. If you are bleeding and bleeding excessively, start early to run to know the cause of the problem. If it is fibroid, my friend, early removal can save your life. You know, one of the ladies that happened to belong to this group, and she had very big fibroid and was bleeding. My heart wrecked. And he said, no, I won't take blood. And I said, okay, go to any of the doctors of your religious inclination. Let the same doctor be in position to operate you without needing blood. She went round and round. None of those doctors agreed to operate her without blood. And do you know that she carried that particular fibroid until she's in the grave today? That's not what I'm here for. But what I'm saying is that we can still save the living. We can still save the living. If you have fibroid, I will recommend at this particular point in time, go to the hospital. Thank God for the new technology of laparoscopy that does not require blood transfusion, does not require you tearing your body open. It does not require most of the things that we used to experience with respect to open surgery. If that is an option, it is important you pursue it early enough. I think I have a picture of that. If you look at this thing now, this is the womb having a fibroid inside. But because of this very advanced technology, you can see the fibroid coming out right now, and after which is being closed back and then taken out of the body. Interesting. But if you look at it now, there is a minimal blood loss. Isn't it? There's a minimal blood loss. You find that there's no blood loss here, which means there's no need for blood transfusion. This is a strong recommendation to all of the religion of Jehovah's Witness. And also, if you have fibroid, it is better you give attention to that fibroid early before it becomes life-threatening, in addition to its fertility challenges.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye. Thank you for watching this program. For sponsorship and support, call 0810 0000851 or 0810-000-0651. WhatsApp on 0803-710-8150 or visit our website at www.savealifemissions.com. You can also stay connected with us through any of these our social media accounts. Join Save a Life partners to build a healthy family and a healthy society.